Well, that was the thing in the past. We had. I'll be back in a moment. Well, no, well, good enough. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough. Good enough for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cyndi Lauper, the
Okay.
theme song
Okay,
from
Pete,
Ghoulies.
you're.
Goonies.
I know that's closer to your
Yeah.
generation. You,
I'm out on this one.
yeah,
Sorry.
clearly more familiar with the Goonies than we are. I remember
Man,
chunks.
and the
And
video with the WWF wrestlers and stuff. Yeah. No,
okay,
generational thing.
okay.
But apparently, if you're suffering from depression, the Goonies is a good remedy.
Really?
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
It's just feel good.
I feel good.
I mean,
Everybody's got their own feel good movie.
Mine
yes.
is The Last Witch Hunter starring Vin Diesel.
No.
It's
Oh
my
my god.
ugliest, most embarrassing,
Oh.
dirty secret pleasure. I
Oh
watch
man.
I watch it when Jen is away.
Yeah, because she probably doesn't. She probably hates it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so.
she doesn't
Oh,
tolerate it, but it's my
it's
guilty
so
pleasure.
bad.
Yeah, for me it's a perfect good bad movie, and I like that
Mm.
redhead.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all about the Monty Python. Quest for the Holy Grail every time gets me every time.
Oh yeah, that'll turn your frown upside down. That one will.
Ah, victory is mine.
Get out, you smelly idiot head.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Nice smelling
I don't
dad.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care who those
Ugh.
guys were.
Okay. Yeah. Well, fellas, the Rooks have satisfied 2 of their mission's objectives. Now, the party continues forth.
A lot of this smells too much like salt sign for my liking. Ugh, ugh, ugh. But I think with this intel, we've got enough to go to Patch, get ourselves out of this place.
Keenan's going to pull the lever.
All right, action. Keenan and Glib, your dark vision reveals to you a cold cellar / pantry, the basement underneath the kitchen. The party can undeniably hear a group of voices convening in the dining area. As the tone of this discussion is rising, you hear something else, a powerful voice shouting the name, Finidelis!
Keenan's going to make a beeline for that door. He's going back out.
The
Yes.
hidden door? All right.
Yes.
Glib's going to say, hide with Keenan in the secret passage and I'll listen in.
You hear this commanding voice shouting, Glib. You hear Finidelis' name repeated. And then you hear the front door of the manse slam open and footsteps patter across the floor above.
Glib is going to stealthily move to the bottom of the stairs, peek up.
Your sight reveals to you the empty dining room. You don't see any sentries. You hear footsteps just reaching the landing on the second floor. And then you hear a woman's voice demanding to be given entry. That's not all you hear, Glib. That commanding voice carrying on. I have returned your witch. My men, leave with me. Finidelis! Keenan, Isfahan.
Keenan's going to go back up into the office.
Isfahan is shadowing Keenan.
Isfahan, with your ear to the lock of the door, you're able to hear the speech, and it continues. Finidelis, you do not choose to show yourself. That craven heart will not help you survive. This land has grown wicked.
I've seen Glib use a piece of glass before around a corner. I don't know. Do you have one of those?
I don't know.
The mirror
What?
check, that's pretty cool.
Oh, the small mirror mounted on a metal hand. Oh shit, I do have one of those. Okay.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
That's
Yeah, I did
awesome.
not realize that was in there. So Keenan's gonna pull that fucking thing out and he's gonna stick it under the
I
door.
was like,
All right, got a 16, so it's better than everything else I've been
All
fucking
right,
rolling.
all right, Keenan, you deploy your medieval fiber optics cable and peer under the door, catching the reflection, and the first thing your eyes lock upon are Glib's terrifying Tonberry eyes poking up from under the banister at the stairwell across the side.
Keenan's gonna jump. Holy shit!
Glib is going to kind of stealthily sneak over here and then sneak over here.
Glib, I'll pause you there. As you peek around the corner, you notice that the main door is swinging open.
Keenan's gonna nod to Isfahan and step out.
I like the image of you sliding out the door, meeting Glib's eyes as he smoothly works across the kitchen prep area. He checks the corner and sees that the door hangs open. Glib, you're cognizant of the woman's voice now weeping in frustration. What's next, guys?
Keenan's going to point up.
Glib's going to give him the thumbs up and stealthily climb the stairs.
You creep up the wooden stairs. Keenan, you're familiar with these. You've already worked out the creaks. Glib, you follow his footsteps exactly. However, when you reach the landing of the second floor, you see the back of Clara whip around, the great black plate-clad knight behind her, standing implacably. And it seems as though she was pounding on that plate mail when you came upon her. Despite being silent in your approach, she seemed to sense you there. Who are you? Isfahan, you hear this from the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Isfahan's gonna go to that back door, slide it open, and peek both ways.
As you peer outside, you hear the query followed up with another demand. What are you? Your eyes reveal to you, as you hear this, in the distance to the south, Isfahan, a large body of men, several on horseback. They are in retreat, their backs to you. A party of ochre and blue gambesoned soldiers. At their head is a darkly handsome man, what is clearly a knight, and he's atop a horse. He carries a spear from which dangles a regal standard. You can't quite see the crest on it. And with them are the sentries from the governor's property, walking peaceably amongst this professional soldiers' party, leaving the property.
Okay.
Keenan, Glib, we return to you. Clara casts her baleful look upon you. She's red with anger, and she demands, what are you? Taking in the sight of Glib.
Glib's going to go, ah! And run back down the stairs.
All right.
Keenan, oh, shit.
Keenan's
gonna watch Glib go down the stairs, and then he's gonna turn to Clara and say, "Simply travelers looking for answers."
Robbers! She shouts at you, and she draws a dagger from a sheath at her waist.
Keenan's gonna lift up his bow and point it at her. I'm simply looking for a dwarf. Have you seen one?
She's taken up this bladesman's fighting stance, and she pauses, lowers her hands to her sides, and she says, we killed a dwarf some 10 days ago.
That is unfortunate.
Get the hell out of here, trespasser.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that until I have proof that this dwarf is dead.
Make a charisma check for me, Keenan. She sheathes her dagger, and she says, we put the dwarf in the hole. This is the governor's business, outlander. Do well to get thee from these lands. But you have no business here. Isfahan, maybe you heard Glib's sharp, girlish screech and the thumping of his feet as he tumbled down the stairs back to the first floor.
Yeah, so Isfahan's just holding tight.
Glib's going to approach him and say, Isfahan, that big knight and that lady that made the guy explode, she's up there.
Keenan seems to have the situation in hand. I haven't heard bloody murder. We'll be here to help, but hide yourself.
Where are all the guards?
They just rode off south. I saw a large contingent of them. I surmised a deal not consummated, and now perhaps the manse is empty.
What the fuck is going on?
I know not. Perhaps Keenan will glean some information.
Glib's going to hold up the diary. We know that Fidelis is losing his shit.
Keenan's going to say, I do notice that most of your guards have left you. Perhaps you are looking for new recruits.
She puts her hands on her hips and cocks her head. You're clearly capable enough to have breached our grounds. Do you reside in Publica? How will I contact you?
I will be in town. You can find me there. Sorry for the intrusion. And he's going to turn around and walk down the stairs.
She opens her mouth as if to speak, and you just cut her right off, Keenan, and turn your back on her and go down the stairs where you rendezvous with Isfahan and Glib.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Keenan's going to walk out the front door.
Glib's going to grab his hand and say, come on, and follow Keenan out.
Actually, I mean, Isfahan's thinking, Fidelis is in that fucking mansion right now. He's in there. I don't know if Isfahan's going to want to leave. Oh, man. I drank a beer called Puppers the other night. Laura's doing the
That's cute.
beer
Puppers.
advent calendar again. So
Mm.
A case of 24 beer? It's just like a case of beer with different beers?
she just hand bombed a bunch of variety into some
Oh,
colorful
that's really
bags in a
nice.
box. Yeah, it is really nice.
What'd you do
It's
for her? Oh, you've been
Incriminating.
You've been called out now. You're in trouble.
It's like I'm chained to this desk all day. I don't have the opportunity to do inventive, creative things.
Oh, what a nice brother rationalizing it for your younger brother, Pete.
He's trying to save you. He's trying so hard.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I've got 23 days.
It's my everyday.
That means
Gotta
you're 2 days late,
rationalize these.
though.
I know, right? I'm one of those schmuck fathers in like in the department store on Christmas Eve or something.
You're Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God,
I'm
jingle
not
all
a
the way.
pervert.
You guys, are you?
Now, the best one is still the live-action Grinch. Watching that as high as you can get. Oh my God.
Sounds horrifying.
It is so trippy. It's well worth it though, just because it goes to another level. It goes to the next level.
Well, gang, into the growing morning sunlight, summer birdsong is starting to fill the air.
Well, unfortunately, there's no evidence of Orcus at this location.
Well, it would seem to me that Fidelis is having a falling out. His private goons have fucked off, and we've got evidence we need to report back to Patch about what the hell is going on here.
Keenan's gonna stop and he's gonna turn and look at Glib and go, "Who's Patch?
Never mind that.
Are you guys getting paid for this?"
That's an excellent question. No.
Then why are you doing this? Are you not mercenaries? Do you not follow the money?
We have some issues. So this is kind of like a favor. Regardless, anyhow, I say we go back to our house, and Glib's going to head over to the stable.
Glib, I thought you'd be rather curious about that said object, and he just indicates the chest sitting in the middle of the grounds. You're usually very into these sorts of things.
Put it in the back of the cart.
He's meandering over to it. He's just gonna go and think about opening it.
Isfahan, you approach the crate. It seems as though Keenan and Glib are both happy to quit this place.
Glib would obviously want what was inside of this, and why take the whole thing? We could just take the contents. And he's just like putting his hands onto the lid, looking to open the thing up.
Isfahan, as you place your hands upon it, you hear a voice at the governor's main door. It is Clara's voice. She says, "More trespassers."
No, that's one of my companions.
Isfahan turns and then makes a courtly bow.
She stares at you pretty hard, taking in the obviously pilfered armor which you wear. She gazes about the property.
My lady, do pardon. I was just going to bring it closer about the manse. We were on our way, and if it seemed as if I were of a nefarious mind, I did not mean to make that intention. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Isfahan of Kiral. He nods and again does a small bow.
And he makes a charisma check as well, so he does.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, we're fighting. Oh God, we're fighting.
Isfahan, roll for initiative.
Damn it! I knew this was gonna happen. Shit.
And you know what, guys? I'm going to put the pin in it there tonight. That's a fun place to leave off, and we'll pick it straight off with action next time. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wicked cool.
Just lean into the crazy. Here we go again.
So close.
Well, that was a pretty wicked sesh, guys.
I don't know what's gonna happen next. Very good.
Good one. See you next week.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Locked up in the classroom, waiting for the break. Down to the schoolyard, not to the gate. Into the attic, meet up with the boys. Waiting for the weekend to make a little noise. Started to straw, lightning and fast. Kicked in the girls and we started to blast. Screaming at the heavens and the fate. And the summer was a Saturday night when everyone was born. Like thunder, and lightning. Goddamn, it's so exciting. It hits you like a hammer. Goddamn, it was Saturday night and I was ready for the dance. My girl walked in, holding another guy's head.
What's going
if
on,
you don't have
guys?
to
Aside
fight it.
from shredding shitty children,
Let's just see how tonight's festivities.
nothing to worry about, guys. Nothing worth getting your blood
Nothing to
pressure
worry
up
about. It's
over.
one shot.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Howdy.
It's in the background. This little.
Jen's great.
Yes, she is.
What's going on there, Dad? Hey, Ben,
Yeah,
you know, these socks gotta come off, dude. I gotta take these socks off. Yeah. What's going on? My feet feel so
They're
wet.
restrictive, man. I mean, you guys have seen my feet. You know what my feet look like, so.
Tim's habits his feet.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. What'd you do this
Oh,
time,
shit,
Ben?
Did you notice Ben's a G-man?
Fucking G-man.
Pete, you're freaking me out. What is this weird battle language that you're doing with your fingers up in here?
I see you.
Who do you see?
I see the G-man.
You guys are weird.
I'm having this double IPA, and I think it's kind of kicking my ass.
Oh.
I've seen what happens when Pete drinks a beer. You think you can play funny with me and I'll blow off your fucking head?
All right, enough
All right.
small talk. Isfahan, you find yourself lifted into the air and hurled with violent force over Clara's shoulder through the large window on the first floor of the manse. Please to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, fuck. And I thought this was going to be a fair fight.
You tuck and roll as you smash through the glass window, landing dexterously atop the billiard table inside the game room. Top of the order, Keenan, it's your action.
I'm going to look at Glib and say, run. And I'm going to dash away from this crazy lady.
All right, Glib, it's to
Go
you.
Disappear.
Run, fool, run.
Glib's going to move to the corner of the building here.
And Isfahan, you pick yourself up on the billiard table.
Oh, God. Kind of run through the salon doors into the dining area and then beeline for the door outside.
Radical. Clara whips her head around in the direction of Keenan and she throws a dagger at you, which goes wide and hisses like a aggressive cat in your direction. And Glib, the turn is to you, sir.
So Glib is going to hide over behind this corner of the stable.
All right, radical. Isfahan, it's to you.
Isfahan wants to pass through that back door and similarly head north. He's going to hit the back of the shrine across the way from Keenan.
Clara moves to the middle of the lawn and she's cussing under her breath. Glib, you're able to hear this. And she shouts out, "Bloody rooks!" And she levitates the crate. She maneuvers it through the busted game room, deposits it into the interior of the manse. Excuse me, boys. I gotta have to drink more tequila. And then she continues cussing and fussing. Keenan, it is to you.
Keenan's going to move over to Isfahan and say, "Where's Glib? We should get the hell out of here."
I agree wholeheartedly. We must flee now. Run, Glib! And he's going to run with Keenan.
All right. Glib, the turn is to you, and I'll have you make a perception check as well. Glib, taking note of Clara repositioning herself and disappearing around the front of the manse, mumbling and cursing to herself, you're aware, having peeked around the corner, of a party of men about 200 meters south, a small detachment of the greater body of men that Isfahan detailed having seen. They're some distance away, but approaching. And you're also able to hear a voice that you do not recognize from within the manse, calling out Clara's name.
Yeah, so he wants to fuck off, but he's kind of curious, so he's going to move over here so he can kind of see what's going on inside.
You position yourself at the rear of the governor's manse and peek through the window to see a tall, black-haired man in a silk gown stumbling, more or less, down the central hallway, push open the great front door, and disappear.
Okay, just going to interrupt there for a moment, guys. Okay. Now, Ian, I was drinking.
Okay.
It's a
I haven't seen that one before.
I want to draw your attention to this particular.
Holy
That's
shit.
a good strong beer.
That is a good one.
Yeah, so I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me? What is going on?
You read the can, you're like, oh, that's what's happening to me.
Oh, I'm drunk. That's what happened.
I am fucking hammered. What the fuck? Anyhow.
Oh, that's righteous.
So Glib's going to, skirt around the side of the building again to kind of get eyes on.
Glib, you overhear conversation to suggest that this is Finedelis himself in conversation with Clara, and he's questioning her about the recent events, the evening that just passed. Finedelis seems befuddled and confused about the last 8 hours or so, and Clara is complaining about the large knight who barred her access to Finedelis during the evening, and she's explaining to him that a man, Balzac, coming to the governor's property, removed the sentries, dissolving their contract. During the course of this conversation, you gather that the chest was part of a payment that Finedelis had given to Balzac for services rendered. That's right, Balzac.
Oh, well, Glib is going to go in the side door because he's already unlocked it.
That's right.
A little sneaky.
As you work your way through the governor's office, Glib, you hear Clara and Finedelis' voice rise and the front door open. They have entered the manse.
So he's going to just position himself under the table.
Classic.
All right, Glib, you take position underneath the table as Clara and Finedelis move through the dining area, chatting as they go. Clara indicates as they pass the game room that she's moved the chest of payment into the game room. They go towards the stairs and ascend them, Glib.
Should he have not been here by now?
Oh, Glib always getting himself into trouble.
I also owe him a lot of money, so if we go back and he is dead, that money is mine. So,
That just has like a blank stare.
All right, the daylight is strengthening. You guys approach the manse from the north. You're concealed within the wood around the shrine. Glib, we'll step back to you.
Well, she said the games room, right? Glib is going to make his way over there.
You see the blown apart glass covering the front of the room and some of the billiard table, and you see tucked behind the billiard table the chest.
Ooh, well, Glib is just going to have to open that little chest.
Handfuls and falling, glittering handfuls of gold, an amount that would take you some time to count.
Ooh, okay. So Glib is going to fill his pockets, look around the room, and see if there is a oil lamp. Spill out the oil lamp on some flammable material, light said material, and then go out this broken front window.
Oh, Lord God.
Keenan wants to signal back to Isfahan, point around the corner. He's going to sneak around the corner.
Glib, as you hop out through the broken window that Isfahan was hurled through, you see two men within 50 meters of your position, and the third man, you recognize this guy. A man whom you yourself have faced off against. The very first time you encountered these uniformed men, this is the man who fell Isfahan.
Keenan really wants to try and go for the chest. He wants to get paid. Fuck. Keenan's gonna smash the window and dodge and dive into the room.
You hear a crash of glass behind you, Glib, as you move and take position. And Keenan, you enter the room and come upon the chest, cram gold into your pockets. Isfahan, let's have you make a perception check, Isfahan. Yeah. Black smoke is now issuing out of the window on the eastern wall. The backdraft effect fully active.
Oh shit! It's a Anna Green Gables situation. Close those windows.
Oh, gee, boy, that's just quaint there, I think.
It's like when the school for the blind burnt down in Little House on the Prairie.
Exactly the same.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna make for the back of the shed to catch a sight line around the shed to the front of the manse to see what's going on there.
Keenan's going to turn and tuck and roll, dive out the window that he just broke.
Okay, Glib, the gambeson and leather armor-clad man whom you recognize, moves towards the window and begins to investigate. As he moves into the building, Glib, you hear a thunderous crash from inside, wood being bashed and crashed apart. And the sentries who were doing their property checks, they all rush towards that window, Glib, and check it out. Keenan, you hear this hubbub behind you.
Shit, now my plan is out of whack. Fuck that then. Keenan's gonna turn tail and he's gonna dash back north.
I got my gold. I'm good.
He's gone.
Keenan, you sprint past the shed. Isfahan, you see Keenan openly ripping it northward across the property. And Glib.
So Glib is going to go over to the horse. He's going to mount the horse and cart, and he's going to take it.
Fucking phenomenal.
I love how we went
little
back for
shit
Glib and now
disturbing.
Isfahan's getting left behind.
Drive back the way we came.
Fucking Black Knight chopping shit down.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
did we just get them fucked up?
Well, I think the Black Knight's a good firefighter.
It's about this time, Isfahan, you see Glib.
You don't see Glib.
That's right. Thank you, Pete. You see floating reins. You hear the occasional something is working this horse and cart towards you.
Glib? With the intention of Indiana Jones rolling into the back of the cart.
And Isfahan, you tumble into the back of the cart. Wacky, wacky, wacky.
Nobody's dead. I like
I'm just
that.
glad we didn't have to fight Clara. I feel like we need to regroup and restock everything. Like go back to fucking town. I'm
We
running
got-
out of arrows.
We got a lot of crossroads, yeah. I mean, having a good old town stock up or a hideout stock up is not a bad idea.
We got a lot of fucking money right now. Just a heads up, Keenan's not coming back to the mansion. Keenan's done with these guys. He's gonna say fuck it.
Yeah, I like tequila. I do. It's one of the liquors I do like. I like.
You like
a nice
tequila?
tequila. Yeah, I do. I do.
Well, good. Isfahan, you are under a tumble of blood-encrusted leather armor as a riderless wagon and horse trot northward. Keenan, you sprint nearly a kilometer away. You hit the tree line, stop, whip around, and check your surroundings, and see a riderless cart several hundred meters behind you.
Hey, Keenan, I found us a ride.
I thought that was you. He's gonna climb up. How much did you get?
Oh, I got 1,000.
Should we head back towards town and maybe see if we can cash some of this in?
I don't think that's a bad idea. I think we kind of need to regroup. I think we learned a lot here, and yeah, there's some things afoot.
Well, at least some good came from laying hands on that chest. Certainly, that would be the last time I follow in your footsteps, Glib.
Keenan's gonna jump and say, "Holy fuck!" Was not expecting it at all.
I would concur. And taking some respite would be well received. We have intelligence on our core business. Perhaps another tack.
All right, well, it sounds like the party is essentially in agreement about working their way back towards the farmhouse provided by Patch.
No drugs.
No drugs.
No drugs. No drugs. No drugs. No drugs.
We'll put the pin in it there tonight.
Okay.
Everybody copacetic with that?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds
Good.
All right, guys. Good
All right,
sesh. Thank you very much. Ring a ding ding, as it were. GG. Right.
Next day.